All right, hello again. I've got one record to show you. It's a very strange one. It's an enigmatic one, as I've decided to call them. One that is not necessarily a classic, but more on the obscure side. This is One Way Conversation by Phantom Tollbooth. Actually, one of the more recent albums I've listened to. Falls under the sort of early math rock, kind of mid-80s post-hardcore kind of record. Maybe think, not really Victims Family or whatever, or Blind Idiot God, not really quite like that, but I would classify them in that sort of 80s, almost ahead of their time kind of deal. Very, very odd, off-kilter album. And you could probably tell that just by reading the title and looking at the cover. Here's the back. Loaned for promotion only, not for sale. I don't know what that means. I assume this was a record that actually went on sale. But the funny thing about this one is that I think this is the only vinyl pressing there is. There was one, it was from 1987, but for some reason this is incredibly cheap. It was like £10, and it's not in terrible condition, it's in pretty good condition. It's from 87. I assume it wasn't pressed that much. I mean, not many people out here talking about Phantom Tollbooth, that classic band from the 80s. But for whatever reason it is, I assume it's real. You know, I guess sometimes you gotta query that, but it comes with this insert, in fact, you know. Phantom Tollbooth. Picture of the three members of the band. Lyrics. Front cover painting by Jennifer Rick. Back cover photo by Gerard Smith. Insert drawings by John Coates. Designed by Kath Burkhardt. Send marriage proposals to this address here. How funny. So yeah, insert, and of course there is a record in here as well, which I will get out. It's just in this sort of paper sleeve. I don't know if this is what it originally, plastic sleeve. I don't know if this is what it was originally coming in or not, but here it is. I mean, it's a record. Can't deny that. And there's not really a mark on it. So yeah, I'm impressed. There weren't many copies for sale when I looked. There were like 2 in the UK. This was one of them. The other one was actually even cheaper, if you can believe it. This is a £10 record, and I think it was in near mint. The other one was like a few quid. £6 maybe, something like that. I don't know what's up with it, to be honest, but yeah, I'm holding it in my hands. Maybe it's just one of the. I don't think the fact that something is that rare, and I don't know how rare this is. I mean, it can't be that rare, but like, even if it was one of like 1,000 vinyls pressed, it doesn't necessarily always mean it's going to be dead expensive. I don't really know why. Maybe notoriety has something to do with it. That's why like Blue is always the most expensive Joni Mitchell album. But I still think that's pretty odd, because you do have stuff like from the era that is that expensive, you know. First one that comes to mind is like Ludus, The Seduction. Yes, it's a double album, but I assume it was probably pressed more than this, and it goes for like 90 quid. So apparently I don't know a damn thing, but I thought this was pretty cool. Just a one-off. I did quite a big order today of vinyls, so I'm excited for that. Otherwise, that's all I gotta say, so thank you.